Switch is amazing.
Just wait till you play this one, Curly.
Oh,
it's a totally different vibe, but you will be amazed. Luke, are you here? Are you with us?
I'm here. I'm with you.
Hello, Luke.
Oh, welcome!
Welcome to the cuddle basket.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
You have to make sure you take your shoes off before you come into the cuddle basket. There's kittens around.
Yeah, don't want to step on any kittens.
You'll step on a kitten.
Welcome to my game.
Yeah, I'm at the title screen, and I have been intrigued by it, and also Alex's sneaky, conniving little giggle about how much I'm going to love it.
Yeah. Oh, you will. Well, no, I can't say anything. We'll see.
This is going to be the one game I actually hate.
A bit of your last one. What? Sorry?
This is going to be the one game I hate. I'm just even like,
yeah. Well, puzzle adventure games it's a point and click puzzle adventure.
Okay.
It's one of those where, like, I mean, we've been demoing it around, well, it's out, so we've been showing it around all the shows around, and they're not ones that like show so well because people, you need to get in the zone and you need to kind of think about things rather than like just blow stuff up. But that's fine. That's why I'm here as well, so I can offer subtle hints.
And you can talk while I get lost, and then my whole chat yells at me. Because I tend to be the most oblivious broadcaster of all time when it comes down to very, very obvious stuff. So I'm gonna hit new game, just for the sake of it, because I think I booted this up.
Yep. Do new game.
Make sure they get the audio up.
So I think the absolute first thing that everybody should know about this game is the process that you went through that is highly unusual for making a video game.
Yeah.
Oh, we're looking at a blueprint here?
About that, yeah. So... Oh, yeah, sorry, you've probably been saying this to everyone. The Twitch feed, that's slightly behind where you are, yeah?
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
It's
so I can't really
seconds.
see what you're talking about.
Yeah, just prepare to be like, you're going to be in this area now, like in 20 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm looking at Granddad and Lumi. I'm thinking of going to need a cup of tea before I tell you.
Yeah, just go with it.
I have a tendency to read out everything, so I don't want to. It might ruin this for everyone. Would you be kind enough to go and make the tea?
I'll let you do this bit.
Okay.
Carry on.
Oh, there's your name up there. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So yeah, I did the. Yeah, you can see.
I'm absolutely in love with this art style. I don't even know how you do this kind of like infographic, like animated infographic like style.
Yeah. Well, it's Flash and After Effects, but this isn't the main event. You'll if you like that, you'll be surprised.
I'm
shocked,
a little bit panicking. What's
no
happening?
Idea. Whatever is gonna happen.
What's happening?
Yeah, well. Oh yeah, you weren't expecting that making a cup of tea.
No, I was just happily making tea today. I was gonna. Granddad's gone. I'm in the opening bit. Like how?
Yeah, I know. He doesn't hang around.
The handy manual. All right, I'm absolutely in love with this.
So.
Don't get me wrong. If a game is shit, I'll tell you it's shit, and I'm enjoying the hell out of this right now. Like I'm not just.
Just you being polite while lulling me into a full sense.
I mean, this is stunningly beautiful. This looks like useful. I want to open it. Open a book. I'll look at it later. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll be able to open it later. So, should be able to leave the house now.
Yep, going to the city. Chapter 9, apparently. Or scene 9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm turning the music up. Okay.
So, this is a good point.
Dude.
You like?
Yeah, so like I don't know how to explain like just that like childhood joy you get with like really good art. Like I just smiled a lot. I'm also a little bit now getting at the end of this beer, so you're gonna get a lot of emotions from me.
Oh, that's great. We've hit you at the right time.
Yeah, perfect time.
Yeah. So, right, to explain, this is a good point to explain how this was built. We built an entire model city out of paper and cardboard and miniature lights and motors.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was about 10 foot high, 2.5 meters, something like that. So that's what you're looking at now. You're looking at the base of a city that we built.
So straight up practical effects.
Yeah. So this is it's really weird. It's a real mix of old school stuff and like new technology that we used a motion control camera, so one that you use in special effects, really. Like James Cameron will use this all the time, right? But like we can't afford it, you know, being an indie developer. It's like, okay, these things cost $4,000 per day to rent, so how are we gonna do? So we had it for one day. So we spent a year building this entire city, and then we had one day to film it. I'm wondering if I can share an image with you guys.
I can put anything up for you,
yeah.
Yeah.
How do I get you an image?
Either give me a link to it or just put it in Skype, and Skype will eventually send it to me.
Right, I'll Skype to you.
If it's already hosted somewhere, then cool. If not, then just pop it in the chat.
I haven't hosted it yet because it's kind of secret. It kind of spoils things, but it's
Secrets. Awesome.
This is like exclusive stuff you're getting here.
I mean, we're talking. This is stunning. Like, I'm want for breath at this point.
Oh, it's great. Well, I've just sent you an image which you can then
Whoa.
share.
You sent an image?
I sent. Yep. I'll send you another one as well.
Where?
Did I send you? I sent it to Alex.
Oh, I'm not Alex.
Oh, sorry. Where's?
If you do this main chat with the three of us in it,
you should be able to, right inside of the call that we're doing.
Here.
There should be like little I am button thing, and you can send it right in that.
You should be able to just drag and drop it there.
Skype is kind of tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see this picture, so I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah.
Check
that.
Oh yes.
That.
Oh my gosh. Ah, it's so real.
Well, you get to see it, but I don't get to see it yet.
That was for your benefit, Curly. Or, well, really for mine.
Cool. Okay, have they come through?
They should. Skype is weird. It takes a while. They just look like blanks to me right now.
Right. Okay. Well, they are... Yeah. What you should see is a picture of me next to what we built.
The photo is unavailable.
Nice.
Oh, the first one came through, though. Holy crap.
So,
okay, I'm showing this first one.
I'm looking at the questions on the far side. So
I'm going to cut over to this real quick.
First of all, there's backers. Who's the backer on this game? There wasn't a backer. This is all self-funded. So we had to really save our pennies for this. Who else? What have we got? Are the shadows photography or real time? The shadows on the character are all hand animated, and the character's hand animated too. Often it's motion tracked using some After Effects, but often I'm doing it myself.
So I'm right here in this world.
Okay.
And you're standing next to this entire creation. This is amazing.
Yeah, so that all works as well. Like you see there's a windmill on top, and we put a microwave motor inside that so that the sail moves around, and you actually get to control that sail at some point, like by pulling levers and starting to stop it.
So I'm going to explore all of this at this point. This is great.
Yeah. And someone just said, "Oh, I love the stop motion," and it's not actually stop motion. We used real video footage as much as possible. Oh, there you go. You're sharing the image. Yeah. We used in-camera effects as much as possible. So, like, stop motion has a definite look. What we could do, we could actually just, I'd plan where I wanted the camera to move from and to, and then you can just play the camera, and that means you get all this beautiful motion blur, and you get a real sense of naturalness, if that's a word.
I'm super overwhelmed by this manual here.
So this acts as your hint book as well. So there are all these are clues that you'll only be able to work out when you're in that scene.
I imagine, yeah. And I'm looking at it going like, I'm gonna have to solve these puzzles at some point.
Yeah. So if you ever get stuck, all you need to do is look in that contents page. There'll be a there'll be a sum or some little puzzle for you to work out which page the solution is on.
Yeah, number of blades on windmill times 100 plus number of levers times 100 plus 15.
Yeah. Yeah, you might need a calculator at some point.
Oh, there are 900 pages in this book, sir.
There are 1,000 pages.
I mean,
yeah. That's just
what are you doing? What are you doing?
Curly is having a breakdown right
now. Oh my god. How many years did you make this game since you've been alive?
We didn't write every single page, I gotta say, but it took 3 years to make this. Just like a little team. 3 years, and now another 3 years of therapy. So eventually it'll be 6. So,
okay, I'm just gonna close. We're gonna close the book now.
Close. Yeah. It's.
Oh, okay. Hello. While
Curly is overwhelmed and trying to find his thoughts, we are literally having people beg us to do a giveaway for Lumino City right now.
You're getting money thrown at the screen.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the giveaway early, and I'm going to say what I have said for every single other one, which is if you enter this giveaway, you obviously want this game. So if you do not win, you really should buy it. Especially when you look at that is real things. It is art. It is beautiful. It is super cool. You are
get off your butt, get off the front page, get in here and buy the game.
As a lady, I do not curse, but as a game dev, I have been like explicativing all over the place because of this game.
Apparently I need a lime to do this puzzle.
So I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So everybody check your meows, your points. If you are on the front page, stop it. That's a stupid place to be. You should be in the chat.
Do you want me to yell at them?
Yes, you can yell at them.
Get off the front freaking page, you fool. Come in here and support and follow Robot and Loves Kitty and Kitty Loves Robots channels and enjoy some of the best gameplay and games ever.
Thanks, Curly. So yes, come on in. The giveaway is from the developers. This is by State of Play. Luke, from his heart, is giving you these keys. It doesn't have anything to do with Twitch legally. They don't want anything to do with it. They don't love you.
Nope.
Luke does. So get in here, follow the channel, get some points, get the game, and when you don't get the game, because inevitably you're not going to win, that's how this works, then you buy it and you support the devs and their therapy.
You get meows for following the channel, and that allows you to enter the giveaway.
You get meows for like just hanging out too, but a lot of people from the front page haven't been doing that because they're fools. All right, done with that. Running a giveaway. Continue.
Yeah. I keep honestly.
There's a secret as well. Like if you have a Mac as well, then you can buy it on the Mac App Store, and it's on offer on the Mac App Store. So yeah, go there. If not, then it's on Steam.
Wrong giveaway. Wrong giveaway. No, but I have to say, I've played some point and click adventures before, and a lot of the times it's a lot of clicking until you find out what what the world wants from you, kind of stuff. And and the majority of things don't interact. I keep clicking on things and expecting nothing to happen, and then she grabs it, and I'm like, what is happening? Like.
Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, that means we're leading your eye to the right place, right? I mean, this is going to come out for iOS as well soon.
Oh wow!
And we've made an effort.
Hold on, I'm entering the giveaway.
Go for it. Go for it. So yeah, I mean that we've designed this to be as intuitive as possible and take out everything. Like we've tried to refine what a point and click is down to get the so you shouldn't even need rollovers. You should be able to kind of think that looks interesting, click on it, and something happens. Like you've just clicked in the background, for example, and done focus and stuff like that. Yeah, you're doing really well. I mean, I'm 20 seconds behind maybe in this video, but you're well on the way. You don't need my help.
I might need some limes though, or something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You're gonna need to. Did you pick up the lemons from the kitchen?
I did not. I didn't know there was a kitchen yet.
That's all I'm saying. Oh, it's a door you haven't been in. Oh.
Spoilers, you're banned from my channel now.
Yeah. So there's no sort of pick up, use, get, like old school puzzle adventure style. You don't have to say talk to door and say I can't talk to a door. Like it just,
yeah.
you know, if you click on the door, you obviously want to go through it, and so it does.
And,
so,
I appreciate like I clicked on a thing that was, you know, I could have clicked on a ladder and then I could have clicked on the other ladder to go down and then clicked on the thing, but I just clicked on the thing and she automatically went up the ladder, down the ladder to the thing.
Yeah. I mean, this is something we're going to refine even more, like for the next version, for an update. It's there are still things that I want to refine. Like there are a few clicks here and there that I'm like, oh, it'd be nice to have a bit more feedback there. But in general, yeah, like we haven't had anyone get stuck anywhere and say, I literally don't know what to click on.
Yeah,
like that happens to me in quite a few point-and clicks, and I was sick of it. So,
yeah, that can be super frustrating. You're just screaming like, "What do you want from me, game?"
yeah, exactly. So, and it's a tough thing to do. Like with you don't want it to be too obvious that you're. There you go. You're getting lemons. Oh, more books. I had such fun making all these books.
I can't. I have no words, sir. I just want to bow. Like I'm impressed. As a person who I never thought it would be a thing because I never really wanted to be like a journalist or a reviewer or anything. I just wanted to play games and show them off to people. But I play so many now that I do this 5 days a week kind of thing, that I feel like I have like I can say like, you know, a good like review of a game or whatever, and I'm thoroughly impressed. And like I'm trying to hold back just having a smile on my face because the animations are so just adorable. Like this got so much charm in this game. It almost hurts.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean it's
like all this text here. These are actual lemon recipes. like
yeah.
Other great uses.
One way that we. Other great uses. That might be a hint.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had such fun doing this, and it kept me amused. You know, like there would never like it. Although it took 3 years, I know one day was the same. And I remember starting at the beginning. I never thought it would take 3 years. I thought, okay, this is maybe a year and a half, something like that. But it was kind of unprecedented. I'd never done anything like that, like on this scale. And so obviously it goes over budget and over time. And we had to make a game called Kami, just to help fund this game. And so that extended the time that it took and stuff. But I remember at the beginning thinking, I could work on this for 3 years. This would be amazing. And then I did work on it for 3 years. And I don't regret it at all. It's, you know, once you're in so deep, you can't go back. And like I say, every day was something different. 1 minute we're making a model puzzle. Like I'm watching you do the lemons puzzle now, which is, yeah, that's working. That's good. There's something else in your bag which might help too.
Oh, tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this helps.
Yeah. You can do it without, but I
sure.
recommend it.
Oh my god!
I apologize for anyone that's hearing the Battle Block Theater guy. I forgot to turn that off, and it's now on forever. So anytime someone follows my channel, you get a random Battle Block Theater quote.
So thank you, JVZ209, for saying everyone buy it to make up for the budget. Yeah, that would be nice. That'd be nice. It was a big decision for us, like actually to be totally independent. Like we nearly got investors, and I was really fortunate enough to meet a really good investor actually who was willing to put up the remaining finishing funds for this. This was about like a year from release, and we'd just been working on this other little puzzle game idea in our spare time, more to keep us sane than anything else. And I told him, we're just working on this other idea. Do you want to take a look? He said, yeah, shoot it over. And I was literally, he sent me the contract in the email, and I sent him this by email, and he got back within 5 minutes saying, don't sign the contract. You don't need my funds. I think this game is good enough to fund the rest of Lumino City. And I was like, I don't know, that was the best advice I ever got. We made this game. It's called Kami, which is on Steam as well, Kami. And
God. Sorry.
What, you
I just launched myself into the city.
Launched something. Whoops.
She's like, this is almost certainly a good idea. I love it. Oh, god damn it. You had to put a cat in this game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. If you like cats, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I like that part. I know what's happening. I know it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. Is he going to go crazy about this bit? We'll see. And anyway, yeah, so that was the best advice from someone who could have said, like, if he'd have been a bad investor or like a bad guy, he would have said, oh yeah, no, I'll invest in your game and I will invest in your new one too, if he thought they were both good. But no, he said, don't take my money and like go independent. That's going to be much better. Like creatively, you don't want me involved or like the pressure of that.
Wow.
And it's true, I didn't, and so I didn't take that money. Released our game and it got featured on the iOS store, and Apple still feature it from time to time. It got on Steam, and so that helped us finish this game. Yeah, go chase that cat.
Oh, there's cats everywhere. This is a surprising amount of cats.
Luke, we've got a question in the chat. There's been a couple people talking about the shadows, asking if the shadows are real, and also if the physical objects animate at all. I think you touched on that a little, but just for people who just came in.
Yeah, sure. So the characters are built by they're real objects too, but then they're photographed and then they are animated in Flash. We did some cunning code in Flash to make sure that they have the same film grain and same focus as where they're supposed to be. And then the shadows have a similar thing, but it's all those shadows are done in Flash. The things actually move though as well, so it's the characters are the main thing that are over the top, where when anything in the scene moves, generally that's something we've built for real. So it's like
we're right here
when you arrived at that place. When you arrived at the gatehouse, those lights are real lights that turned on and off. We were just plugging them in, and so you've just focused in on the
I mean, you can see that though. Like when it was happening, I was like, well, after obviously seeing this picture and everything, like getting to see that light up, it was just super exciting. That's something that the super practical effects just can give you such a beautiful sense of the world around it. Yeah,
there's nothing else like it. I mean, I love the fact that you could throw like a PS4 or an Xbox at it, and like you'd never be able to produce that look. Like it's going to be years before you do that, and it's quite cool. Like we showed it at one event, and Unity had a booth opposite, and we were talking to them, and they were like, yeah. We were talking for months over email internally. Like, what was your cardboard shader? We can't work it out. Like we've been looking at this for ages, and we were like, well, it's just cardboard.
What's your cardboard shader? Yeah, no, it's cardboard. It's great.
Yeah, it's the real life shader. We just put that on it, and
it's very nice of you to put actually put Alex in this game, though. I mean, this cat lady is amazing.
Yeah, she's cool. I like her. I like this character. She's like the cool one. She still is pretty cool, although she's a bit forgetful. She was like, running. She was running the place a while back.
Oh,
it's hard when you get old.
Yeah. Well, as long as you've got your cats, they still love you. Originally, this is totally secret. Like I've never revealed this work to anybody. But originally, these cogs that you're playing with, they were originally cat powered as well. So little cats in hamster wheel type things. Yeah, I'm so sorry I took it out just for this moment. It would have been beautiful. But yeah, in the end, they're clockwork powered. I was like, it just, in the end, it looked a little bit cruel. I couldn't live in my, imprisoning.
I understand. That's still that would have been adorable in its own horrible, cruel way.
Horrible, adorable.
Yeah. So, did I answer the question? So whenever anything moves in the there are motors and stuff, like I was saying as well. So, like when you get to go and play with the windmill that's at the top, you end up with levers for start and stop and for speed and stuff, and you actually can spoilers, but you can signal to someone using the light. You have to start and stop it and signal with Morse code So you have to move the sail in front of the light and like control that. And the way that we made that move round was we had a microwave motor inside the windmill, and we plugged that in. We filmed one entire rotation so we could make a loop, and then we're starting and stopping the video, and that means that you're controlling it. That was a relatively simple way of doing it. There were more complicated ones, especially with that gatehouse. So the motion control camera that we got, which is an incredible piece of kit, they're custom made. They cost tens of thousands of pounds, but they're accurate down to a nanometer each time. So you can move it around that gatehouse once with the lights off. You can then do the exact same motion with the lights on, and then you can mix between the two videos if you want. And so we created our own way of making interactive video like that.
I know what I'm doing the rest of the day. Like, I'm so in love with this. It's got so much charm. And
so people are asking in the chat, actually the next dev that's up is asking what awards you've won for this, because obviously you've won awards.
Yeah, we won a BAFTA for artistic achievement, which we're pretty proud of.
Yeah.
That was surreal because we were up against Assassin's Creed and Far Cry 4, and and it's just they're basically this time me doing the art and Dan who's doing our coding. But it was just the one that. So yeah, we won that. We won a developer award, and that was just recently. We've won. We got nominated for 3 BAFTAs. We got nominated for the IGF Awards for artistic achievement, and I can't remember. Let me have a look.
So many awards I can't remember.
Yeah, it's not a bad situation to be in, because. Anyway, I've just been to Brazil, where it won visual arts at the Brazil Independent Games Festival. What else? DICE Award, and that's probably about it, I think. But that's fine. We're happy. It's now kind of hitting its stride, really. It was released back in December. And yeah, it now feels like word is getting out there, and it's people are really starting to take notice. It seems like the awards are really helping as well. I mean, the BAFTA is great culturally. It's like there's no greater accolade really. The developer awards are they're UK based. They're very I guess they're very industry, but that suddenly it's like, whoa, the developers for Ubisoft and everyone are there, and they suddenly know about the game, and so yeah, it's done all right.
So this would be the hint. So if I needed a hint on this, it would be number of gears times 10 plus 90.
Yeah.
Oh, Curly, I got to this point and I got a little confused. There's actually like directions on the gears. The gears spin in specific directions.
Sure.
And you might want those to not slow down the spinning. If that's a good hint.
So the colors, yes. Blue goes anti-clockwise and red goes clockwise. So if anything's spinning the wrong way, you just need to switch.
Okay. Did it.
Someone's got it in the chat. The real Bonkman's got it. How many puzzles are there in this game? From Angeli Corex. It's a good point. I don't know. There's we lost count, but we've got at least 20 different environments that you move through. Like, and that's just exterior environments. So often you're like, you come across the marketplace and then you go inside and there's more places to explore. Each has 2-3 puzzles in that environment. So I don't know. I'm not gonna do the maths and commit myself to a number and then be totally wrong. But yeah, there's about 8 to 9 hours of gameplay on average. We've found.
Wow.
Some people more, some people less. Some people just like going through it and looking at the book, finding the answers and doing it that way.
Is the book really just like straight up answers at that point, or?
Well, that's yeah.
Just more
some of them are, I guess. When we couldn't work out what's a suitable hint, but yeah. Often they give the whole solution, but yeah, you don't have to look at it all. Oh yeah, I'll call you Angelic. Sorry, I got that right. I didn't know. So yeah, hope that answered your question, sort of.
Oh yeah, no, I was doing it, Monkman. Thank you for the backseating, though. Yeah, I can understand like watching this though and getting like super frustrated with someone that's not getting it, and you're like, I want to help, I see it. I don't have anything to say. I'm out of words. I'm in love with this. I'm just gonna continue playing it now. So.
Yeah, cool. Are there any other questions? Yeah.
Yeah, we've got like about another like 5-7 minutes or so. I think before 8:45 comes around. What?
I mean, I can talk for ages if you want.
We just trying to find Grandpa at this point.
What are like anything that you feel like we haven't covered, or that you think is like a cool story or something that happened during development that is kind of unusual or neat?
I'm inside of a camera.
So like I said that there were mostly just 2 or 3 people working on it. But overall, I think about a dozen people worked on it, and we worked in a really different way. We worked with artists and architects and model makers, things like that. So like I really enjoyed that collaboration. And like, for example, a lot of this city was I designed alongside a girl called Katrina, who graduated from an architecture course recently. And yeah, we just sat for a month or so sketching out ideas on what this thing could be. And that was so cool. It was so refreshing because she hadn't come from a games background, and she didn't come with any of that baggage of what things have to be, or what, it has to be a first person shooter, it has to have corridors or anything. I don't know. She just had a really lovely way of thinking about how you move through space, which is what games are all about. So we had a great time doing that, and then working with real model makers and real artists, like working with a fine artist who helped cut. One of our friends is a fine artist who cuts. Like I'll put her web address in the chat. She's called Sarah Bridgeland, and she does incredible paper cut work. And here we go. See if that appears. I don't know if I'm registered for this chat or not. No, I'm not. I'll Skype it to you and then you put it in the chat. So, so she cuts things out of miniature bits of paper. Like she can, cuts tiny triangles, a couple of millimeters across. And so she worked in the studio for a while, cutting like tiny little bits of bunting or little flowers for this thing. And she got the closest thing that we had to an injury. That was one of the things with this, because she's using sharp scalpels all the time. She would just one went right between her toes.
Oh no!
She didn't get injured, but it's like, we were just kind of always on the edge of hurting ourselves. I was cutting through wires all the time, or like trying to wire up those microwave motors, with plugs that I didn't have an earth lead on it. Or
are all the photos in this book like actual photos you've taken of the models and stuff? Like,
which book are you looking at?
I'm looking at the photographer man's book of like.
Oh yeah.
That's so good. It's like he's got his own little his own little artsy style and everything. yeah. So he's like the official photographer for the village, which is why there's all sorts of different characters in there. He and Granddad, there are early pictures of Granddad in there, and once you get to the end you might be able to go back to this and work out what's happened in this city over the course of like 200 years.
this city has a history, like we, going back 200 years from when it was just a rock to when it's this huge thing with a water wheel. And that's part of the goal of the game, to unpick what's happened, why there isn't any power, and
so like as much as I just do games and stuff, obviously, for the most part, one of my favorite things to showcase, and the reason I love to do what I do in regards to streaming, and having this shared experience with the viewers and whatnot, is that I've gotten to the point of being able to find these games that that define gaming as its own genre of art, which seems like, gaming, in my opinion, is art and everything, but there are certain ones that can only be done in only art that can be experienced through the method of gaming, which is what I think pushes the genre forward. A lot of games that you play, it could be a better book, it could be a better movie or whatever, but there are certain ones that there's just no other way to experience the experience you're trying to get from the artist. And I think you have that here. I think that's what's showing.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's what I feel too, and I think it does something artistically that no other thing can as well. In that, you're interacting with whatever the point of this thing is, if you know what I mean. Like there are messages and all sorts throughout this, but they're not rammed down your throat. You just experience them and internalize them, hopefully, or work out how you feel about it and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's not a passive thing.
Well, it's given me information and all that stuff, but I honestly feel like I don't have any guide, and I'm just exploring this world, and I'm liking it. Like, I've even forgotten about my grandpa, really. Like, I don't care.
Yeah. That's great. Well, yeah, there's a lot of themes that I'm not going to go. Yeah, I'm not going to go overboard with all that stuff now. Like, and it doesn't matter if you don't notice any of them. Like, I want you to have that feeling. I want you to forget about Grandpa. I want you to get lost in this world and just enjoy it. And if you find other stuff in there, that's great. It should be like a painting. It should be, you get what you put into it, or you get what you see, and everyone will see different stuff. So yeah, that's how I feel, and that's how I've tried to make all my games.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. I'm so sad that like our
I'm not stopping him.
Almost, we're reaching that very end point, but this is beautiful. How it came out when?
It came out in December. So it's been out 8 months.
Yeah, and so now are you like in the recovery stage, or are you already like jumping on new projects? That's the last thing I want to know. We're still creating it for iOS. So we went straight onto iOS. So rest for the devs.
No rest. It was Christmas, then straight back into it. And so I get off a bit lightly. I'm the artist, really, and Dan is the coder. So Dan is doing all the hard stuff and like working out why it only works at 5 frames per second sometimes, or all that kind of stuff. And I'm just going, do you want more tea? That's all. That's all I can offer. And but anyway, yeah. So when he's doing that, when I have nothing to contribute at some point, like I'm helping with the design for iOS. It's a slightly different prospect, and I'm helping with the interaction and all that stuff. But we have there's another big project that I've got going on, like early stages in the sketchbook. We've got another game that when the iOS game is coming out, it's going to be a smaller iOS puzzle title, because that worked so well before. We're going to do something like that again. So yeah, we're busy, and this is leading to other nice new things too. Like there are right now, for example, I'm at the SIGGRAPH conference in Los Angeles, where and we were invited here off the back of Lumino City. We are making a game live, so we're allowing people to build stuff out of cardboard boxes, and they've given us 2 laser cutters, so we can just make anything we like out of laser cutter. Awesome. And we're going to film it live. People just turn up, they build something, they build a little monster, they build a city, they build whatever. We film it, and we put it into a game, and then at the end, it's right next to them, they'll be able to pick up a controller and play what they've just built. So it's leading to nice opportunities like this, and there are various different, TV and film people who are now interested in talking to us and all sorts of things. So yeah, it's a fun time.
That's awesome. That's like when you really get to that taste of success. When people are openly adoring your game and other people are like, wow, you can do things. Here, do things with us.
Well, that's the dream where your art is inspiring other art, and that's the greatest part, right? Like,
well, that's the best thing. I mean, it's been lovely. Like, even like students get in touch, and I'm always like, I do my best to get in touch with them and help them. And there are now like a handful who are trying something in this style, or like taking it further, like making a model and then putting it into 3D Studio Max and using that as their texture and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. I mean, if we've inspired someone as well, that's incredible. Cool. Well, this has been incredible as well.
Thank you so much for being a part of this.
Well, it's
really?
No problem. I don't really know how to cope with it, because you don't get like live appreciation like this so much. So
welcome to Twitch, where this is all we do.
Very cool.